Hey, it's day 2. It's January 2nd. It's Saturday, and I'm going to tell you how my second day. Saturday, I have, so as you know from video number 1 and my bio, I'm a licensed massage therapist. I specialize in craniosacral with Reiki, and I specialize in injury rehab, deep tissue. So today I had 3 clients starting at 8 o'clock in the morning. So, you know, you can't sleep this fast away. I had 3 deep tissue clients all day long during the morning. And my last one was over at 2:30. So from 8 to 2:30, I had clients, all deep tissue. And my first client, so it's day 2. I'm kind of used to fasting, you know, and so day 2, no big deal, right? So my first client, he is such a workout. When we're done with his session, he always says, "You're welcome," because he's better than going to the gym. By the time I was done, my legs were shaky, I was sweating, and it's quite the workout for me. So I thought I would show you, as I'm going to tell you how my day went, I show you a couple things that let me tell you why I bought this, okay? See this jug? It says 7 a.m. Good morning! Hydrate yourself, remember your goal, keep chugging, feeling awesome, don't give up, and almost there. And I'm at 7 o'clock and I am in it to win it, right? You did it at 9. So I got this. The reason why I got this is because during December, so this is my beautiful glitzy tumbler. Okay, they're on a Facebook group and they do customized tumblers. So shout out to Glitzy Tumblers. This is a 30-ounce tumbler, and 3 times in December, I got severely dehydrated. Oh, I don't want to get that anymore. So I spent $20 on Amazon on this jug, and what I'll do is I will put the what do you call it? I'll attach it to Isn't Life Yummy? So if anybody needs one of these, it won't make me any money. I'm not supporting them. This is where I got it. And then you can go from there if you'd like. So what do I have in here? Okay. So that's a big thing for me. I was addicted to, I guess you could just say Walmart brand or Mio or Cellulite. I was addicted to artificial sweeteners. There always had to be a drink mix in my water for me to drink water. And let me tell you, an addiction to artificial sweeteners is no joke. I think yesterday's video, I was telling you that my husband does 23-1, but that he's not losing any weight. And he's addicted to artificial sweeteners too. And I told him, when you're ready to get off of them, you're going to see a big weight drop. So if you are an artificial sweetener user, diet soda, skinny syrups, oh my gosh, I think we have close to 90 bottles in this house of skinny syrups. And drink mix, Cellulite, Mio, not the sweet leaf, okay, because those are sweetened with stevia. That's not artificial sweetener. Or the monk fruit sweetened drinks, those are different. That's not artificial. So I'm talking artificial, you know, Walmart brand, Cellulite, those are artificial sweetened. And they are highly addictive, just like Diet Coke, Diet Pepsi, Diet Dr. Pepper, right? Mountain Dew. Very, very addictive. And what it does is it sends all your calories to fat storage. And so you are basically just packing on the pounds with artificial sweetener, and you can't lose weight. Now, my 26-year-old, she can. But I don't think she's insulin resistant. And if you're insulin resistant, that artificial sweetener is spiking your insulin and causing you to stay in insulin resistance. So what I'm saying with this one is do your research, educate yourself, and then move ahead from there. So what do I put in my water? So for the next week or so, I've got some lemon slices in there, and I've got 2 tea bags for a gallon. And this is what I've got in there right now. Oh my gosh, let me show you these ingredients. The anise seed, the fennel, and the cardamom. So I got this at Publix, and this is amazing. I love the anise and the fennel and the cardamom. You can taste all of them. Okay, I hate weak tea, but this is just like this little slight hint of flavor, and this has been amazing. And it makes it so easy. So yeah, see that code word right there? Oh yeah. So the only thing with this detox, other than traditional medicinals daily detox, yeah, some cramping has been going on. So just so you know, there might be some senna in here. I don't know. But it is herbal. There is no green tea because I only do, there is licorice root. Let's see. Yeah, there's no caffeine. Anise, sweet fennel, cardamom, licorice, coriander, and celery seed. But when they say detox, there's a little cramping with this detox. Now, the daily detox by traditional medicinals is with dandelion, and I don't have any cramping on that. It's a beautiful liver cleanse tea, traditional medicinals, daily detox. And I'm not doing it to detox. I'm doing it for flavor. This is my favorite flavor, the tiger, okay, Bengal spice. And the nice thing about Bengal spice is it's got the cinnamon or the cassia in it, cassia. So it helps your metabolism, you know, so they say, cinnamon. And Dr. Ken Berry, he's got a YouTube video on a keto flu remedy, and he uses cinnamon in that remedy. So cinnamon is very beneficial. It does ramp up your metabolism. By how much? I'm sorry. I'm not going to speculate on that. But I'm going to finish this while I got the lemons, and until I go, because okay, so we'll back up just a second, but I'm going to use this as long as I got lemons. When the lemons are gone, I think I got 5 left, then I'll finish off my Bengal spice because I really, really love this. And I do not heat my water. I have a Kangen water machine, and I put it on 9.5 pH. I fill it with just room temperature, you know, tepid water, and I put my bags in. And I do it at night before I go to bed so that in the morning at 7, I got water, right? My day is ready. So that is my water. And then I have the Relight Muscle Support. Okay, so this is from Redmond. This is Redmond. So most grocery stores, I know Target carries Redmond. I know World Market sells Redmond. But they put out these electrolytes, okay? And they have powder, and I know the powder containers, they have 2 flavors and they have 1 unflavored. And I think they're 30 bucks. These are the exact same thing, and they're 15. And the flavored ones, a lot of my fasting groups use the flavored powder, but that has stevia in it. And so I can't have any stevia. I have a client that gave me these beautiful herbal teas for Christmas. Well, I'll enjoy them in February because they have stevia leaf in them. And so that will spike my insulin. And technically that's a breaking of a fast. So I can't have anything that would spike my insulin. And so I can't use the flavored Relight powder. But these capsules don't have stevia in them. And so I just take 2 in the morning and 2 at night on the days I work. So if I am seeing clients, I'm going to do my electrolytes. Now, let me show you. This is a special salt, okay? So this is Redmond Salt. This comes from an ancient salt cave down in central southern Utah. When all of Utah, Nevada, and some of Colorado and Nevada and Arizona were what was called Lake Bonneville. It like covered 5 states. And when it dried up, what we have left in Utah is the Great Salt Lake. But down in southern Utah, they have these salt caves. So this is full of minerals, which are electrolytes as well. But this is full of minerals. And so it's actually salt that is good for you. This is actually just plugged out of the cave, unrefined salt. So there's no chemical to pull this out of the cave, just a chisel. Okay, so I know this kind of is gross, but it's only me. Now I would take a hammer to this, and I will before I'll put it in a bag and hammer it. But you just suck on it during the day, and that gives you extra salt. And a lot in the fasting groups. Redmond actually has a fasting group. And you can put this in a gallon jug of water, you know, break off a piece and put it in your water at night. And in the morning, you've made Soleil, which is like a salt water. I don't like it, so I'll just lick it. And I do that when I'm traveling and when I'm working, okay? Here's some other supplements that I have used. So this I just found on Amazon. It's just a Bhb salt. So it's more kind of an electrolyte. They tout that this will throw you into ketosis. Well, I don't have to worry about ketosis. So when I'm fasting, sometimes I will take this if I've had a couple non-keto meals before I fast. But this is just Bhb salts are just another way to get electrolytes in and get you into ketosis. And these are good if you're having a little keto flu, right? Withdrawals from cleaning out your body from carbohydrates. And then this I found, and I muscle tested that this is really good for my body. It is bee pollen, royal jelly, and propolis. And this is what I take, like a multivitamin, okay? So those are some of the supplements that I take and what I have in my water. So today was, because it's day 2, yeah, I had 3 clients. I did, you know, let's see, who did I have? So I had a 75-minute massage at 8, and then I had a 2-hour massage, and then an hour and a half. It went to like an hour and 45-minute massage. So that was quite the workout for the day. And but I feel fabulous. I did get some salt in, and what I will do is once a week I'm going to have a cup of broth, and I'm going to either put kimchi in it, 2 tablespoons, or 2 tablespoons of sauerkraut once a week, because that will get my probiotic in. It will go in and just nourish everybody in my gut to keep my gut healthy and happy with some probiotics. And then I also have dill pickle juice. I've got a pickle guy here, and I can buy the pickle juice from him for $1 a quart. And I will get a dill pickle, and then a dill pickle done in vinegar, and I will mix the classic dill pickle and the vinegar pickle juice. I'll mix those together because apple cider vinegar is super good for you. It's a great detoxer. It takes away hunger pains, and so on the days that I work, I will also get some extra pickle juice in that helps with my electrolytes as well. Pickle juice is the #1 electrolyte on my list. When my clients need something a little extra, like they're low magnesium, they got leg cramps or something, I tell them to go get pickle juice. I know the brand Mount Olive is now selling pickle juice in little containers. And I think you can get them on, I think you can find pickle juice on Amazon as well. But just buy some cheap dill pickles. It's like $2 a jar. Eat a pickle, drink a little juice. And the best time to do that is at bedtime. You won't get leg cramps and you'll wake up ready to go. You won't wake up heavy and lethargic, okay? So my day was fabulous. And my second client of the day that came at 10, she delivered. We went in together and she ordered her mini fascia blaster paddle, and she ordered one for me, and we shared the shipping. Well, her order came in before my order came in. So I got this today. I'm so happy. So I talked yesterday to those people that don't know what fascia blasting is, or the person who created fascia blasting, trademarked that term. This is her. Her name is Ashley Black. She is a phenomenal woman. And this is her original book, The Cellulite Myth. Sorry, I couldn't read backwards. It's not fat, it's fascia. So I want to step back a little bit. I was in massage school. So I was a cranial sacral therapist, Reiki healer, and a foot zone therapist, and for years and years. And the state we were living in changed their laws, and I was forced to go to massage therapy school, and I had a huge, here was my chip, right? All through massage school, because I didn't want to do massage. That's not my thing. But it was really interesting. One day in class, I was on the table, and another gal in my class, she is a structural integrator. Okay, so if you've heard of Rolfing, she is a Rolfer, but she can't call herself a Rolfer because she didn't go to the Rolf Institute. She went to the Structural Integration Institute, and so she's a structural integrator. They're the same thing. Okay, so she was forced to go and get her hands-on license to do structural integration. And so we were working together that day, and we just kind of had this connection because we both didn't want to be there. And so I'm on the table, I'm the client, and she's the therapist. And it was really interesting. It was trigger point therapy class, and I'm face down, I'm on my stomach, and all of a sudden, just this boop, and it was gone. But just in that split second, I saw fat, fascia, and emotions tied up in knots, and I heard this voice come into my head and said, "That's why you can't lose weight." Okay? And I'm like, "Kelly, the weirdest thing just happened." And I told her, and she's like, "Oh, I wonder what that means." And I just, I remember it because it was poignant, And my teacher came to school with a new toy that he got, and he pulls it out, and he says, "This is a gua sha tool." Gua sha is Chinese. It means scrape wind. And he showed us how he can use this gua sha tool, and I went, "Oh my gosh, that's what's going on in my body apparently." And that's why I can't lose weight, right? So anyways, so I told him that my sister-in-law has these tools called fascia blasting tools. Ta-da! And he said, "Oh, don't buy those. Those are cheap plastic things. Don't get those. This is much better. It's surgical steel, surgical grade steel." And so I bought 2, and I never used them. They hurt. And so fast forward, I'm done with school, I'm moving on, and I move. And about 2.5 years ago, my mother broke her hip, and I'm flying from Florida to Las Vegas to go see her while she's in the rehab hospital. And I decided I was going to buy Ashley's book. And so I bought Ashley's book and I read it while I was on my flight. And I got to this point where I was telling you yesterday that these women, their stories, there's testimonial type things, experiences of different women who have bought her product in the book. And I was reading them and I went, oh my gosh, that's what I saw. I saw fascia, fat, and emotions tied up in knots. And I now can say I'm the proud owner of 3 of everything. I have a complete set in my bedroom. I have a complete set in my shower. And I have a complete set in my office for my clients. And these are not cheap plastic. They are plastic, but they ain't cheap, honey, because you get what you pay for. And this is priced that you can do it. But let me tell you, this has really changed my life and millions of women's lives. Do I sell this? Nope, I don't. I just believe in it. And this is her newest creation that was just available just in the last few months. And this is what I'm taking this month to Vegas with me because, okay, this is so embarrassing, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to embrace embarrassment, right? Okay, see my arm as I'm losing weight. It's just this huge wing. So this is why I wanted this tool so that I could blast it. You use oil and then flush it. And I'm really going to start working on my arms because that can get better. Let's put it that way. So I'm taking this one and it's, oh my gosh, it feels so good on my thighs. And I can take this on the plane and pull it out on the plane and I can work on my thighs while I'm sitting there on the plane through my clothes, even though Ashley doesn't want you to do that. I find it very effective for me when I'm flying because it keeps the circulation going in my legs. And with COVID, oh my gosh, I never wanted to say this word in my videos, but because of the situation with flying right now, my flight has changed 3 times since I booked it. And it was a nonstop flight. It's still, I don't have to change planes, but now I have to stop twice. And so I need to be on that plane for 10 and a half hours. So I'm taking my blaster and I'm going to be blasting my thighs to keep my circulation up because that's a long time sitting. And then I'm going to be sitting for 3 days. So this little baby is going to be nice to have and give me something to do while I'm sitting there visiting with my mother for 3 days. So I got done with work. I got showered and cleaned up, and I was walking down the hall tonight after my shower, and this is so interesting because I started noticing in December during the 20-day fast and dropping more weight, when I move in bed and stuff, I can feel my bones move, like my spine. I can feel it moving, and that is so new for me. And in all the people that I have followed who've lost weight, you know, the thing that makes me different is I still have to lose it. And I'm taking you with me. And most people, like Amanda Rose on Eat Like a Bear, we see pictures of her, but we don't have her story as she's decreasing in size. And so that's why I decided to do this, because I'm walking the walk now, but I'm really taking you along with me. So I've never felt my bones move, or I have no memory of my bones moving. And so it's been a little weird that I can feel my spine move, my cervical, my thoracic, and my lumbar. I can feel them move. So yesterday after my shower, I was walking down the hall in my house and I was walking different. And I was telling my sister that, and she's like, well, you're now feeling the body that God actually gave you. God gave you your bones, muscles, and skin. Everything else you have, you did to yourself. And you're actually finally feeling the body that God actually gave you. And she's my older sister, and she told me that I had a really great walk when I was little, and that I walked like a model, knee over knee over knee, you know? So that'd be really interesting to see how that comes. And it's just something you just don't think about that is, you know, that I'm noticing throughout the day. And she says, you know, when you're burdened down with all this weight, you're actually burdened down. And as I'm lifting that burden off my body, I'm feeling the lightness. And it's so amazing how much lighter I feel and how much farther I can go and how much more energy, less pain and joint pain. There's no inflammation anymore. So this is just solid overweight. And it's just been really cool to see those itty bitty little things happening and how they're adding up. I want to make sure I got everything from today. So one of the emotions from today was I'm so humble. It's hard to put into words, but everybody has been so supportive. And it shows me, so yesterday I was telling you about narcissism. And so I think this is why this has been so hard for me to take in everybody's generosity, kindness, support, love, whatever you want to call it. It's been so hard for me and overwhelming for me because I have spent the past 54 years abusing myself. Okay, so I didn't abuse myself as a child, but I attracted it to me. And then as I became an adult, I became my own abuser. And I am so abusive in here. And I'm my worst critic. You know, I look in the mirror, I look for everything that's wrong. And I just, you know, it is what it is. And having that realization and that come to Jesus moment that I'm a narcissist, healing that has been so key to my success, and knowing that, you know, failure is fabulous. That is my motto. Failure is fabulous because it proves that you're trying. Quitting is easy, but opposition gets us to put all that heavy negative connotation on failing, because failure means you're trying, you're experiencing something, you're actually learning, you know, you're learning what's not working so that you can make adjustments and move forward, right? Where quitting or not even starting, you're just sitting still. But if you think about, oh, I quit, you know, people just go, I quit, you know, there's no big deal, I just quit. There's no heaviness. There's no negativity on I quit. And I think that's opposition. And some people, I am a very religious woman, but so I would say that's Satan. Other people, opposition. And there's opposition in all things. Cold, hot, well, sick. Those things, right? Opposition in all things. Opposition would have us feel the heaviness of failure, so that we don't even try, so that we quit or we just don't start, because that's much easier to handle when all it takes is that little change in perception of I failed to, but I tried and I learned not what to do, and then I learned what to do, so I made the adjustments to move forward, right? So I had a lot of failure, which means I tried over and over and over. And I don't see that as failure. I see that as I've learned so much that, you know, I said yesterday, I think that when I would step on the scale, it would scare me that the number was going down, and I felt very exposed because I had a really bad core belief that I was bad. And I didn't want people to see that. So I would just bake and eat French fries and gain it all back. And now when I step on the scale, I don't feel that fear anymore. So that is healing. And so I've learned so much. I haven't failed so much. I've just learned so much. And so I hope my takeaway from today is to stay strong in your attitude and to maybe change that perception just a little bit from fail to learned. Even if it's learning what you shouldn't do or learning what you should stop, and stop being your own worst enemy. Stop being your abuser and have a little compassion for yourself like you would for a puppy or a small child. You are allowed to fall down and brush yourself off and keep trying. And that is so important for me, learning how to have compassion for myself. That has been the takeaway from today. You know, I'm surrounded right now by my family. My kids are home. My husband's home. And they have been my biggest cheerleaders. And I'm so grateful to all of you and to them for surrounding me in such amazing compassion. You are my greatest teachers right now, and I'm really grateful for that. And I know that that is going to keep carrying me forward because I know you're there. I don't want to disappoint you. I don't want to disappoint me. So I'm going to keep going. So I think I'll see you tomorrow night. All right? Have a great evening. Bye.